good growth opportunity to meet people of like-mindedness and unlike-mindedness, and really get to see different perspectives on how you could solve a problem in the real world.
It's something I've never done, so I want to kind of step out of my, comfort zone.
I think a lot of times we ask our students to be leaders, but we don't take the time to teach them and give them safe chances to learn how to do that. And so I like the Leadership Challenge event because nothing goes wrong if they aren't successful, but they get to walk away with lessons on how to be better in the future.
We are so proud of the work that our Leadership Challenge event planning team has done in preparation for this amazing event. And we know that you're going to have a truly life-changing experience.
So really recognize this Leadership Challenge event is a privilege for you to be here. So recognize that somebody in your school has selected you as somebody with a lot of potential.
All of us here at the Washburn University Leadership Institute are so excited for what is to come in the next 2 days. Our hope is that each and every one of you will return to your communities inspired and ready to put your leadership abilities to the test.
We need to consider the various values and interests that we have as people.
How has this issue impacted you personally? It helps everybody in the room get a sense of who's here and why do they want this issue addressed in their community.
You have to be willing to communicate with different parts of the organization, different factions, different people, even though they're different than you, in order to make the greater good even better.
And when it comes to civic engagement, you can't count people out because there's the folks that come to the table, and to disregard them is to do an injustice to everybody.
The Leadership Challenge event is important because it helps prepare students throughout the state and in the region as a whole to be prepared in leadership roles in the future and to let them know that what they're able to do is possible and attainable for them long term.
We say this every year, and this year is no exception. It really is the largest LCE to date, with 44 high school and college teams participating this year.
Now see, there are a lot of people that call themselves leaders, but I would suggest this. If you call yourself a leader and you look behind you and no one is following, that you might just be taking a walk.
I hope students take away that leadership is hard. It takes a lot of embracing challenges, dealing with unexpected, dealing with ambiguity, and just working through those challenges. So that's the biggest thing that I hope students take away from tomorrow's experience in today's orientation sessions.
I think we're just really excited to be here amongst peers and also to get the opportunity to challenge ourselves.
We are anticipating to best solve an issue. This issue sounds like it involves mental health, and we are going to try and come up with the best options for that.
We've just gotten notice that there's an urgent video we must show you before we release you.
Just before 8 o'clock in the evening, the inmate involved in the incident, who reportedly has a history of severe mental illness, became agitated in their cell during a routine cell block check.
The lack of understanding of what's about to take place. We're really kind of in the dark. So we're excited that they get this opportunity to learn and to explore without a lot of information up front.
It prepares students to be leaders by giving them the skills and the opportunities to be able to practice those skills through adaptive leadership opportunities and the changing pace of the Leadership Challenge event itself. They get curveballs throughout the process.
The Valley State Hospital will officially close its doors effective immediately.
I am asking this team to create a comprehensive report and action plan for resolving this new and time-sensitive issue.
I learned that when we were solving an issue, especially one that affects people in the community, that it's really important that we bring in all the stakeholders and we interview everyone that has a perspective on the issue, because that way we can make a whole change and we're not just siloing ourselves to one specific solution.
I've been volunteering since I think 2014. Every year the event gets bigger, every year more students get reached. I wouldn't miss it.
So this is my second year involved volunteering with LC. I actually competed twice in high school, and ever since then I was super impressed with it.
It's just a transformational experience for not just the student participants, but the volunteers.
I think it's an eye-opening experience for people who haven't been involved with it before. I think it really does teach you a lot about how leadership comes in a lot of different shapes and sizes.
Such a good, unique event. It's so well planned out. So many volunteers are needed to pull this off. You know, the Washburn students, the Washburn leadership group, the community of Topeka. It's such a cool event.
My students always talk about how they really had never felt real-world pressure and stress before they come to the Leadership Challenge event, and then they look back on it and are really proud of themselves of like, oh yes, I could handle this, I could be a professional, I could do this in the real world.